how to attract true love, a better quality of relationships, your perfect partner into your reality. Hello my darlings, welcome back to another video. If you're new, my name's Lucie, and on this channel I share all kinds of things about personal development, spirituality, and how to become the best version of you. Before I dive into today's high demand topic video, I have two little announcements to share with you all. If you're watching this video before the end of 2020, please continue to listen to these announcements. If you're watching this in 2021 or beyond, feel free to skip ahead. So the first announcement is this Christmas, I'm running a campaign to support elderly people living in nursing homes and also to support people who are sleeping rough, perhaps for the first time in their lives this Christmas. The first thing is I'm running a campaign called Adopt a Grandparent. As I'm sure you know, there are many elderly people in nursing homes who haven't been able to see their loved ones due to different lockdown rules and things like this. And Christmas can always be a difficult time. So I've partnered up with several nursing homes that mean a lot to me because before... there are two very special ladies in my life who have both crossed over to the other side in the last year. And both of those amazing, incredible ladies spent their last few months at these nursing homes. And so I thought that as a way to say thank you and to give back and to bring a little bit of light and positivity to the elderly residents who are living in those homes today, that I would create this campaign called Adopt a Grandparent. For £20, you can adopt a grandparent, and that grandparent will receive a lovely, nourishing hand and body lotion to keep their hands, body and feet moisturized and feeling fresh throughout the Christmas season. So a little bit of pampering, a little bit of physical contact and grooming that can be done by themselves or by their carers. And also enclosed in the bundle will be a lovely festive pair of slipper socks so that they don't slip over, to keep their feet nice and warm during the winter months. And also they would not only get the body lotion, the fluffy socks, but they'd also get a handwritten Christmas card, and you can customize the message. And I will handwrite the card and enclose it in the bundle for that elderly person. So if there's a little message of love, positivity, hope that you want to share, it will be given to an elderly person who you sponsor. My second campaign is called Nutrition for Zero Hunger. This will be a campaign to support the many more people who are living homeless on the streets this Christmas as a result of such an unprecedented year. There are so many people who, through no fault of their own, have lost their jobs, have fallen through a gap in the welfare system, and are homeless and unable to afford a place to live or food to eat. So if you were to opt for one of the Nutrition for Zero Hunger bundles, one person who's sleeping rough will be given a box of 14 yummy protein bars. So great for a sweet tooth, great to feel like a little bit of a treat, but at the same time it's actually going to help to build up their strength. One of the things that people on the streets don't get enough of is protein, and protein is what makes up all of our lean body mass. And so protein is always a priority for people living on the streets. Also, in every bundle, they will get a pack of 10 immune booster sachets, which are basically a shot of vitamins and something called Epicor, which is there to strengthen the immune system, which is obviously so important this winter. And of course, included in those bundles for people sleeping rough, they too will get a personalized handwritten card with a message from you. So whether you would like to adopt a grandparent or adopt someone who's sleeping rough, or both, the links are down below, and you can give back this Christmas, and I will be very grateful for you supporting this mission. The second announcement is that, as I'm sure some of you have already seen, I've been nominated for an award, which I'm so grateful to have been nominated for the award. I've basically been recognized by one of my spiritual masters, one of my business mentors, Master Sri Akashana, and his team, for the impact that I've made this year of 2020. So I've been nominated, but in order to win, it's down to public vote. So I thought I would speak to you all, my darling community, and ask you if you have got any value, any positivity, any support from me over this last year, then please take 10 seconds to click on the link in the description and vote for your girl Lucie. Many of you are already familiar with the law of attraction, so you know that we are attracting and manifesting things into our lives. It doesn't even have to be seen as like this kind of supernatural magic. It's quite logical that the thoughts in our minds affect the choices that we make, and the choices that we make affects the relationships that we choose to tolerate, or the partners that we choose to feel attracted to on a subconscious level. So if you are looking to change the pattern, improve the quality of partner that you want to attract into your life, something must change within you about how you feel, about how you think, so that you start to attract, or your brain starts to spot and feel chemistry with people who are a totally different caliber. If you treat yourself like crap, if you're overly critical of yourself, how can you expect to attract somebody who is going to treat you any differently? Royalty is treated like royalty because they treat themselves like royalty. Interestingly, when it comes to the advice that I share on this channel, I always look at my personal experiences for proof. And what's really interesting is that this advice I can give you today, I not only have experienced it firsthand, but I can also count off just the top of my head 3 close friends of mine where I know them well enough to know their track record of relationships and everything like this, who made this same shift and have ended up finding their perfect soulmate partner since doing this. All 3 of my close friends and I took a break from relationships in order to break the pattern, end the cycle of toxic relationship, leaving that toxic relationship, falling into another toxic relationship, and so on and so forth. All 4 of us had a chapter in our lives where we stopped looking and we started looking inward instead. We went deep into our own spiritual growth journeys. We went deep into our own self-love journeys. We went deep into treating ourselves differently, speaking to ourselves differently, nourishing our bodies, taking care of our bodies, our temple, taking care of our mind, which is our other mental temple, and having fun and feeling whole and complete on our own. I know this can feel scary for some of you, but if you can have the courage to pursue the journey where the end goal is that you feel whole and complete on your own, from that point onwards, every relationship that you have will be the most beautiful bonus. And if it is not the right fit for you, you will have the strength to say no and walk away from it before it gets too toxic. So it all starts with you becoming even more full of yourself, even more full of love for yourself, even more empowered, confident, self-assured, and happy and complete as you are. I was listening to some Christmas music this morning, and one of the songs was like, those lyrics where they're like, I just want to be with you for Christmas. I don't know whether it was All I Want for Christmas Is You or Driving Home for Christmas. It was one of those where like the vibe, the topic of it was like, Christmas won't be Christmas unless I'm with you, blah, blah, blah. Right? And on the one hand, that could be super depressing if you're single or on your own and you're hearing these Christmas songs about how Christmas will only be good when you're with someone else. But genuinely, when I was dancing around my house listening to this song, I was like, you know what, Lucie? Yes, all that matters, Christmas will feel like Christmas so long as I'm with you. And it was like, I was singing this love song to myself. You know, as long as it's just you and me, girl. Like, I'm blessed, I'm grateful, I am going to be spending Christmas with my parents, with Jamie, like, I'm so grateful for that. But all of that is a nice bonus. All of that stuff I can feel so grateful for, in addition to the fact that I am whole and complete, and I'm going to be, you know, interacting in those relationships, entering those relationships, giving and receiving in those relationships, already whole and complete. You see, if you do not feel whole and complete and you feel like something's missing unless you find it in another person, then it can cause emotional manipulation on both parties. It can cause you to feel like your whole life and world is collapsing if or when they ever leave you. Then, of course, you're going to be paranoid and worried and scared about the idea of if they ever leave you, which prevents you from even enjoying the relationship that you've got because you're so worried about the possibility of them leaving you one day. So this is why focus on your relationship with you. Focus on becoming your own best friend. I grew up as an only child, and as much as I had friends and you know, good relationships with my parents, I also learned the skill of being able to play on my own without needing anybody else, okay? And having actually a sometimes better time because I didn't have to, you know, accommodate anybody else's feelings. I could just be selfish and have fun and do whatever it is that I wanted to do. Some of the best moments in my life, as grateful as I am for friends and family, have been on my own, have been when I traveled to another country on my own, have been when I've taken myself out, you know, for a date or whatever, you know, where it's just me, myself and I, and it just means I can be so selfish and I don't have to entertain anybody else. So there's always like a positive to it, right? So this video might not be for everybody because we're all at different stages in our life and our relationships, but if you've reached a point where you feel like, you know what, it's worth a shot. What Lucie's saying does make quite a lot of sense, and she has said that it was a pattern for her. It was a pattern for 3 of her close friends, you know, at that moment when we weren't looking, at that moment when we were so whole and complete, then all 4 of us ended up bumping into, meeting up with the person who has now become our perfect match. And it meant that in those early stages of getting to know that person, there was no desperation. It was just enjoyment and pleasure. There was no fear of loss or fear of paranoia of it not happening. There was just, detached enjoyment where if it works out, great, or if it doesn't lead to anything serious, also not an issue because I'm in a great place right now, you know? So I would thoroughly recommend to all of you, you know, when you're on your law of attraction journey, maybe what you've been trying to manifest is like the one, your soulmate, the perfect partner, I give you permission to put a pin in that for now. Put it to one side. You can guarantee that the universe knows what you want, okay? You've thought about it enough. Now, with every next law of attraction video that you watch, what if you were to be selfish enough to choose to manifest something else that is for you and you only? Not another person, but like, you know, your next level of you in your life, your next level career, your next level, health, your next level body, your next level income, your next level of adventure, creativity, travel, material things. Like, you know, maybe you could get so much more from the law of attraction if you were to put a pin in the whole manifest a soulmate thing. Fill your life up with abundance in every way so that your life is this incredible wealthy in all ways life that you're living. And then, because you're so whole and complete and not focused and not desperate on manifesting a soulmate, then when you come across other humans who could be a great match for you, that's my doorbell, it will feel so good, and you'll be in a strong enough position to allow the relationship to develop in a positive and healthy way. I'm back. So, what projects could you focus on manifesting for you? What things could you do that is a me, myself, and I kind of mission, so that you're so focused on filling yourself up with more love, more love, more love, more love, so that then you are overflowing with love, which is a very attractive vibration, so that then you're attracting other people who are overflowing with love, rather than maybe attracting a partner who's full of pain, full of hurt, full of, those kinds of lower vibrations. Become a vibrational match to the way that you want to be treated by treating yourself that way. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, I'm already treating myself like an absolute queen, then I commend you. Well done, and enjoy the beautiful addition of someone who would complement your wholeness. I'm sure that is well on its way to you now. So then you can indeed use your different law of attraction techniques like visualization, in meditation, scripting letters, vision boards, all of those, whatever your favorite law of attraction methods are, to bring that bonus into your life. If you got any value from this, remember to like, hit the subscribe button, and ring my bell so that you never miss another video. And remember, I've included the links in the description below to vote for me and to support my mission for the end of 2020 to adopt a grandparent or support a homeless person with nutrition. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.